Hello everyone. This is the pre-market report video for 24th January 2023 in terms of Nifty and Bank Nifty. Yesterday, Nifty opened a gap up of 90 points and throughout the day, it just moved between 50 points up and 50 points down, and in the end, it closed exactly the same place where it opened. Basically, it's very flat. Sector-wise, IT was the major positive contributor as they increased over 1.5%, followed by pharma and auto. On the negative side, it's realty and power, which were down by 0.4 to 0.7%. Even yesterday too, FII net sold shares worth approximately 220 crore rupees and DII's net bought shares worth approximately 435 crore rupees. Then after market hours, all three US major index opened flat, but it continued to move upwards for most of the day, but in the end, it's consolidated slightly. As I said in my yesterday's pre-market video, at present, US government hit its maximum allowable debt ceiling, which is 31.4 trillion US dollars. So, as per the present law, if US government wants to borrow more money, then they have to get the approval from Congress. It's kind of very difficult to get since in order to pass the law, the present ruling Democratic government required the support from Republican Party. So yesterday, US Democrats proposed the legislation to eliminate this debt ceiling order completely, which was really welcomed by the investors. Additionally, at present, CME FedWatch tool indicated that 99.1% Fed is going to increase only 0.25% in the upcoming rate hike FOMC meeting on February 1st, which means it's a very smaller rate hike. With those two positive news, along with a better result expectation from the tech and semiconductor stocks, made all 11 major sectors in the US market to trade positive. In the end, Dow Jones increased by 0.76%, S&P 500 increased by 1.19%, and Nasdaq rallied over 2%. However, VIX didn't change much. It stayed almost exactly the same place as Friday. On the positive side, it's still less than 20. In case of tech stocks, all really rallied. Tesla increased near 9% and Netflix increased over 5%. Only Amazon increased marginally. However, 10-year Treasury bond yield increased over 1% and moved above 3.5%. In case of dollar index, it's still around 101.8. Regarding oil, there was a speculation yesterday that US, Europe and Japan are set to ban completely the diesel import from Russia. This made the oil price to increase around 1%, and at the time of this video, WTI crude oil is trading near 82 US dollars per barrel and Brent crude oil is trading at 88.5 US dollars per barrel. Coming to Indian areas and US market, despite being overwhelming positive US market, Indian areas were really not that enthusiastic. Even Wipro closed 0.2% negative. However, all others, especially ICICI Bank and Infosys, closed over 1% positive. In terms of SGX Nifty, today at 3 a.m. Indian Standard Time, it closed at 18,227, which means again it's indicating another 80-90 points gap up opening. So that's what happened in the global market. Now coming to Indian market. First, there were three banks released their quarterly report: Axis Bank, Canara Bank and Karur Vyasya Bank. First, Axis Bank. On year-on-year basis, their net profit increased over 62% and the NIM, net interest margin, increased by 73 basis points. The net NPA of Axis Bank was already very low. Even in the last quarter, it was 0.51% and now that too reduced to 0.47%. So, in one simple sentence, the results beats the analyst estimation and it is very good. The same for both Canara Bank and Karur Vyasya Bank as well. Canara Bank net profit increased over 92% and Karur Vyasya Bank net profit increased over 56%. All three banks posted a very good results. Again, very good results doesn't mean that the stocks will increase. It will be based on its demand and supply. Then the second info I like to highlight is regarding Vedanta. The board announced that they are going to discuss on January 27th for issuing the fourth dividend this year. In this financial year, approximately for 300 rupees per share. Already they gave the dividend of 68.5 rupees per share, which were hugely uploaded by the investors. Now they are considering giving another dividend. Anyway, then the third info is regarding Tata Steel. UK government announced that they are going to give 300 million pounds to Tata Steel for converting or upgrading its furnace to more greener environmental friendly. The order is about to get signed this week, and Tata Motors said that they are assessing the situation. As a summary, US market and global momentum is very positive now. SX Nifty is indicating a gap up opening of 80-90 points, and banks results that released yesterday were really very good. However, don't know the reason why Indian areas were not that much positive. Then regarding the things to look out for today, there is a schedule for earnings release of Indus Towers and Maruti Suzuki. In terms of macro, various PMI data for both US and Europe is due today. Now coming to technical, as I said earlier, Nifty closed at the same place where it opened. So it's a long-legged doji candle formation. Again indicating the indecisiveness among the buyers and sellers about the future market trend. I mean, it's a tug of war. One good thing is that it closed above 18,100. Then in case of Bank Nifty, it forms a spinning top candle with a gap up formation. And finally, it breaks above from the mother candle that formed on January 10th. So it's indicating the positive to neutral trend. Regarding moving average for Nifty on daily chart, at present it's trading only below the 50-day moving average. So as a summary, from yesterday's sell, now it turns to strong buy. This is the fifth straight session. The summary turns between sell and buy each day. In case of technical indicator summary, it's still the same buy signal. Coming to Bank Nifty, it's exactly the same as Nifty. I mean, in terms of moving average, it trades only below the 50-day simple moving average. So as a summary, it's a strong buy. And the technical indicator summary, it's a just buy signal. Then regarding open interest analysis, based on change in open interest for Nifty, significant call options were unwound between 18,000 and 18,100. Then maximum put options were added at 18,100 followed by 18,000. If you see the overall open interest, 18,100 got more put option open interest and more call option open interest as well. I mean, it's a huge short straddle. So the next nearby maximum put option is present at 18,000 and the next maximum call option is present at 18,200. Thus 18,000 is the immediate support and 18,200 is the immediate resistance. In case of Bank Nifty, based on change in open interest, again significant call options were unwound at below 42,700 and more new call option open interests were added at 43,000. However, still difficult to say anything here. So based on overall open interest, the maximum put options without call option is present at 42,000. Thus 42,000 is the strong support. 43,000 got twice the number of call options than that of the put option. So 43,000 is the immediate resistance. However, breaking that, 43,500 will act as the strong resistance. So that's all in this video. Hope you all got some useful information. Please consider subscribing the channel and liking the videos. That will help me beat the YouTube algorithm and will also motivate me to do more. Please don't make any investment decision based on this, as I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. I'm doing it for my and viewers' educational purpose only. Thanks for watching.